Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 and welcome to episode 33 of The New Frontier. In the previous episode, we were starting out with Industrial Craft 2, or IC2, and we created this generator. Right now it's just a coal generator that can produce a very small amount of EU power, and we created this extractor which will allow us to be a little bit more efficient on collection of rubber. So I went out and using the electric tree tap that we created, just coming out here occasionally and grabbing a little bit of the sticky resin and processing that, and we have quite a bit of rubber so far. So if I take a look at our rubber supply, we have 228. One thing that would be kind of nice is if we were able to export this and using an importer get the other rubber back in. So I'm curious as to see how this can be done. Since the extractor really only needs to be able to convert the sticky resin and the other rubber wood into rubber, I don't think the extractor can really do anything else. Let's just double check extractor. Well, it does look like we have the ability to use the extractor to convert bricks into brick. Universal fluid cell, snow into snowballs. Oh, you can actually use the rubber saplings to get a single piece of rubber back. So it does look like some of this is like reverse crafting, but I think for the most part, we're going to want to be able to export our sticky resin from the network into the extractor and be able to pull the rubber out. I haven't really decided where I want the other wires to go. Let me go ahead and get rid of these stairs. Oh, I need to do something about these drones that keep getting in the base. They're really hard to hit, too. Go away! Apparently they have a lot of health. No, 15. I'm not sure why it took so long to kill him. But, back to what I was saying, I'm not sure if I want to do the importing on the back. I don't know if these are sighted, so we might want to take a look at this real quick. So right now we have about 27 rubber in here. I went ahead and ran cables in between episodes just so that I would have these available, and this will work out pretty well. And here comes another drone. Is that pulling? Oh, it does look like it's pulling out, which is good. Go away. I ended up having to put a turret downstairs. But that does look like it's draining out, which is very cool. So let me put the sticky resin in here and see if this actually goes up. And it does. So it does look like we have the ability to export or push things in through the top and pull things out through the back. So that is actually a good deal right there. And I'll just go ahead and leave this running. I really don't see needing to automate some of the other crafting using the extractor. I could be wrong. There's 6 pages worth of stuff. We can go ahead and auto do rubber wood. I don't see any other use for rubber wood besides just normal planks. Gunpowder to sulfur, we might eventually do that. I am not sure. Hydrated tin dust. We might end up creating another extractor in the future so that we can automate some of those other things, but I think we could leave one dedicated to just constant extraction of rubber, which isn't a bad idea. Alright, so now I think what I want to do is go ahead and go on to the next item. And I think the next one that we wanted to do was the metal former. So if we take a look at the metal former here, we already created the coils before. I don't think I have coil. Oh, I do have coil crafting recipe. Nice. But I don't have this, and this is exactly why we need to get the metal former, because of the fact that I don't want to have to do this all the time with the hammers and the shears right here, or the cutters, because this is going to get pretty old fast. There we go. And let's go ahead and grab the iron ingot here, grab the 3 that we need. There we go. And what else was there for the metal former? And we may end up creating 2 of these, but it might be nice to at least have 1 of these for the time being. Those are bronze item casings. And that's just a little bit of bronze plate and a hammer. Don't think I have any bronze plates. But I do have bronze ingots, which is very good. And I think this is the... Which kind of bronze is that? Might be the forestry bronze, which is a little bit easier to craft. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Grab our hammer back. Metal former. This guy right here. Grab 2 toolboxes. Yeah, they don't stack. And a circuit and a basic machine casing. Circuit. We already have the recipe for that guy. And machine casing, we already have the recipe for that, which is very cool. I am not sure how long this is going to take. Doesn't look like too much time. This one might take a little bit because of the fact that this has to craft up plates using the T-Sun equipment. That'll change probably soon once we have this other metal former. I am creating more solar panels, just playing around with some of the solar panels outside. But this should be about done, and it is. So machine casing, and that'll give us a metal former, which is very cool. While we're here, we might as well grab some bronze. And if I create bronze like this, it'll create a wrench, just to make sure that we have the IC2 related wrench. And you can probably go right there. And I did not check to see what power level it is. Gotta be careful placing these guys. Metal former. This is a power tier 1. So this should take 32 EU per tick. So I should be able to use that 10 cable that we created in the last episode. And this should be able to handle the power just fine. Nice. And this guy is pretty cool because it has a couple of different settings. We have rolling, cutting, and extruding. That doesn't look like... Oh, I ran out of coal. That would explain it. Let me go ahead and grab some coal. Throw that in there. I've been using all of my power for this extractor. Should probably stop creating rubber for a little bit. Just at least for the episode. Alright, so let's take a look at what each of these do. So if I put a single ingot in here using the rolling, of course right now it's a little bit slow, but we do have options later, as we can see here, to be able to use some of these upgrades. You can see that there's overclocker upgrade, transformer upgrade, and so on. So we do have the ability to upgrade this guy. And using this, just like the hammer, it is able to create a copper plate, which is very cool. So if we use the cutter, that's not going to work because that requires a copper plate, just like the cutters here, which is very cool. So let's go ahead and craft up one of those. And this, I don't think this does any extra. I could be wrong. That gives us 2. How much does it give us just normally? 2. Alright, so it's the same amount. So we don't get any value there except for the durability, because you can see that we only have 10 uses left of that hammer. So this has like infinite durability, which is very nice. And extruding, this one takes an ingot, and this will create these copper cables, but without the hammering step, which is kind of nice. And it does sound like it's nighttime out there. And this one actually does provide value because of it produces 3, which is very cool, which is actually 1 more than hammering it and then cutting it. Very, very cool. And I think rolling, we should be able to put the plate in here and it'll roll it into the item casing, or the copper casing. I think that's what it's called. Come on. Yep, right there. I don't think I can do it anymore, but that's cool. So you can see why we would probably want at least a couple of these so that we can have one just on rolling. I don't think there's any way to toggle this. So let's go ahead and create another one. Just might as well. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have a couple of crafters available too. There we go. So while that is working, let's go ahead and create our other metal former, and that's going to require machine casing. Or basic machine casing. A circuit. Missing that. Was it, how many did we miss? Let's go ahead and do this with this guy for now. Hopefully we don't have to do this too many more times. Oh, you know what? I will have to get more because of those coils that it requires. So let's go ahead and do the extruding. So let's go ahead and put 4 in here. And that should produce 12, which is a nice number. There we go. So metal former. We need these guys, that's right. So we need 3 sets of 8. So I actually do need more in here. Come on. We do need to start looking at upgrades at some point, because all of our machines are really slow right now because we weren't able to upgrade any of the other T-Son. Not really. I think we upgraded a little bit, but I couldn't tell any difference, to be honest. And this should give us 3 more, which is 15. So I think I need a little bit more. Was it 3 sets of 8? Yeah. Alright. That gives us 2 at least. Oh! He was on this floor. I wondered where he was. Yeah, we need some turrets in the base, apparently. That seems kind of weird, but if they're going to be coming out of the woodwork like that. Alright, just a little bit more. Probably would have been faster to do it this way, but again, we're trying to be a little bit more on the conservative side. There we go. That should be the last one that we need. And the metal former. What are we missing? Oh yeah, toolboxes. I forgot about that guy. Crap. Hopefully we have enough bronze still. And we do. Nice. Thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our crafters. Let's grab our metal former. Another one of those tin cables. Insulated cables. And let's go ahead and create a recipe real quick. So we know that, let's see, wire, copper, we know that we can get 3 of these guys. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Using the extruder. Okay, so that should work. Let's just double check this guy. Let's go ahead and pop a cable down here. Just like so. And we already know that the power should be fine on this. There we go. Probably need to come up with another power solution for some of this stuff. Can this guy rotate? Man, that is annoying. Wrench. This guy rotates, we know for sure. There we go. And you will go right here. Rotate facing down. And let's go ahead and choose which one's which. This one's already stuck on extruding, so let's go ahead and do that guy. And let's see if we can actually create one of these cables. So if I say I want one of these, hit that, we can see that it's able to throw the copper into the extruder, or the metal former, in the extruding mode, and it's able to do that. And of course we need the importer. We need a couple of those, so let's go ahead and start crafting that. And once we have the importers, we should be able to import out the back, which will be very cool. This guy, probably rolling. I don't think we need the cutting, to be honest. I think we need the rolling more. But that would require us to probably change the recipes from that Tison stuff to the industrial craft. So let's go ahead and grab our importer and let's see what we can do with this. There we go. And you, let's go ahead and come down this way. Right in the back, let's go ahead and hook up importers to both of those guys. And that did import into the network, and that should have satisfied our storage system for the crafting, and it did. Very nice. Cool. So that was able to handle recipes for this stuff. So I might want to go ahead and convert. I don't know if I'm going to continue using the Tison stuff. I might come back to it. I don't know at this time, but it would be nice to be able to convert some of these patterns. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and created several recipes for the different items that we needed, such as the iron plate, copper plate, the copper item casing, as well as the tin cable, and that is going to help eliminate the need for the cutter and the hammer, which is very good. That way we don't have to worry about waiting and having to craft those over again, which is going to be very nice. So I think the next thing that I want to do is, if you remember in the beginning of the episode, we ended up running out of power with the generator, and I think it might be nice to have a little bit more power storage. That way we don't have to worry about running out so quickly. And just using whatever's available in the generator. So the way we can do that is using what's called a bat box, or a battery box. So that might be kind of nice. So this is going to require a tin insulated cable, and the bat box is going to be a tier 1. So let's go ahead and create the 3 batteries. Alright, so here's another one that we need an item casing for. So let's go ahead and create that guy. So we have 10 here. Do we have the tin plate? I can't remember what I did. Tin plate. Well, we got all of these. I don't really want to use those. So let's go ahead and create a tin plate recipe. And that is going to be with this guy right here. We just gotta have to wait for it. Come on, come on. A little on the slow side. There we go. Got the tin plate. So now that we got that recipe, we want to be able to convert the tin plate into the tin item casing. So let's go ahead and throw that guy right there. And you right there, and I think this is going to produce 2 tin item casings, if I'm not mistaken. Come on. There we go. Oop, it snagged one of them, but I did see 2. So let's go ahead and say 1, 2. There we go. So that will create our tin item casing. Let's go ahead and put that right there, and let's go ahead and convert all of these into tin item casings. That way it'll actually convert them from whatever mod that is. I don't I don't even know what mod that is that has those tin plates. T-Sun Craft, that's right. Let's go ahead and just convert those into 10 item casings so that they're industrial craft. We might phase out the T-Sun stuff. I don't know. So let's go ahead and look at the batteries here. Let's go ahead and craft up 3 of those guys. Yeah, it says that we still have to craft 5, but I don't think it's actually going to craft the 5. There we go. We got 2 of them so far. Just 1 more is needed. And we'll have a bat box. There we go. And this is a tier 1, so this has an output of 32. It does have the capacity of 40,000 EU, which is very nice. So we do need a wrench for this guy. That way, if you were to break it, that it's not going to break completely down to the basic item casing. I can't remember exactly how this works. I think if you just single right click, that little dot is the output. Input is on all of the other sides, but if I were to shift right click, I'm pretty sure that means that it's facing downward. We can double check this by coming down here and looking. I'm pretty sure that's facing down. Yeah, there we go. So it is facing downward. So that is something good to know, that all sides are input except for that one dot, and that's the only output. And I think I can just place that generator right here, and whatever we generate, I think it's going to go into this bat box, and it does. So that is pretty cool. Might want to create a generator or 2. I don't know, because this is all going into the metal former. That's actually using quite a bit of power. So output 32. So this is tier 1. Ooh. Might be getting to the limit on this. Alright, so let me go ahead and clean up my inventory, wait for this to complete, and hopefully we can get a little bit of power backlog here, and we'll continue on to the next item. Alright, I am back, and I went ahead and let the machines fill up and the bat box, but we're still at a net loss, unfortunately. I mean, it's not a very fast net loss, but whenever I put these tin plates back in the metal former, we're starting to go down. So we might start thinking about other ways of generating power, because of the next step that we're going to do real quick is probably start looking at removal of this stuff for ore processing, because right now we're exporting all of this stuff into this double crusher that gets into the powered furnace, but I kind of want to have ore processing done with IC2, which might be kind of nice. So in order to do that, we will need things like a macerator. And a macerator is just like the crusher, where it's able to grind up stuff. So let's go ahead and see what the recipe would be like for this. Probably actually create 2 for long term, but right now let's go ahead and just craft up the single one. Iron plates. Ooh, that is using the old recipe for iron plates. If I look at this, this is using 8 iron plates, but like I said, it's the wrong type of iron plate. Iron plate, just like you. And that is going to be these guys in a circle, right? Is that it? Yep. There we go. So let's go ahead and put that pattern back in. I just changed my excavator. Alright, so there we go. Basic machine casing. So this one should be able to craft now. And a circuit. Circuit. Thank you. And that is using the wrong iron plate too. Ugh. Gonna have to go through here and change everything. All the things. I could do ore dictionary, but I really don't like the ore dictionary for this stuff. I've always had some issues with it. So let's go ahead and just do this one. Make sure that it's the one from IC2, and it is. This one should work. There we go. Circuit. Let's go ahead and craft you up, please. And that should be it. Basic machine casing. Is this taking a very long time? Did that create the circuit first? Yeah. It stole my machine casing iron plate. Hopefully that still crafts. Let me just double check down here. Yeah, that's still crafting. Good. Oh, I have one in my inventory. Let's go ahead and just throw that one back in there. See if that can help out a little bit. Yeah, we're going to have to start looking at upgrades because this is incredibly slow. I think T-Sun was a little bit faster than this, but like I said, the industrial craft, we at least have the ability to upgrade. Oh, good lordy. One more iron plate. Should probably have some of these iron plates created just so that we don't have to wait this long, because we will be creating more of these machines. So let's go ahead and create some iron plates, shall we? 20. 20 should be fine. But for this guy, since this is going to be for just the normal processing, I think I'm going to want him and whatever we use for the furnace to be on this side. So let's go ahead and grab our 10 cables, not tren, but 10 cables. We probably need 3 or 4. And that just has to craft up some of these non-insulated cables. Not sure if there's any kind of facade or anything for these. I don't think so. Keep an eye on our generator. Yeah, we are cutting really far into that power. 10. There we go. Cool. And you. One more probably. And you, because I want a macerator right here. And this was tier 1. We should be fine no matter what we create, because all of this is tier 1. Won't have any problems until we start upgrading into like a tier 2. But if I were to come down here and grab some of this tin, we should be able to see if we put tin in here, this should be able to grind it up just fine. And yes, it's only 1 slot. Double crusher was 2 slots. This might be a little bit slower, but as you can see, we do have the ability to overclock this. And this creates crushed tin ore. So if we look at the uses of this, we do have the ability to use the ore washing plant and even just the furnace directly into tin ingot. But if we wanted to go a long distance of being able to actually wash these ores, we can actually get a little bit more out of it, which might be a nice thing. We might go that direction. I don't know. But for now, I'm curious if we can go ahead and create like a furnace. So industrial craft furnace. And this is going to be like the induction furnace, yeah. That's going to be an electric furnace. We already seen the iron furnace. And the induction furnace is an electric furnace. So let's go ahead and grab a circuit. There we go. And that will create an electric furnace eventually. I'm curious. Does this, that looks like it smelts. Yay! It smelts. Cool. Alright, circuit. That is not done yet. Oh, there it is. Cool. So that created our electric furnace. So now, induction furnace. I think that's what we want to get to. Basic machine casing. So let's go ahead and start that up. Oh, yay! Wait. Why isn't this working? Induction. Ooh, that's an advanced one. Oh, we can't do that one. Well, we do have the ability to create the electric furnace. So let's go ahead and create that one for now. Let's go ahead and pop this guy onto the power. And, oh, this is nice. It actually collects the experience for us. Alright, that's cool. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit more tin down here. Let's go ahead and throw that piece of tin into the macerator. We will have to do the automation in the upcoming episodes because we are actually running out of time. But we should be able to at least see this crushing this just as it did before and throwing it in here. Oh, that's a little bit faster. It's actually not too bad. We have the tin. Not sure if that actually had any experience in it. Kind of curious as to how much it holds. I don't know. But it does look like we're going to have to hit that wrapping up point. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue down this line of starting to replace some of that ore processing into these industrial craft machines. And we might actually look into upgrading our power cables up to a tier 2. We will just have to figure that out in the next episode. That sound means that it's the end. So I really hope that you guys really enjoyed the episode. If you could rate and comment down below, it would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you like the series, please hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.